Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Thank you for stopping by for this music special today. We're going to take a close look at the Whitesnake Slide It In CD box set. Got 6 CDs with 100 newly remastered songs, 1 DVD, 1 poster, a 1984 tour book, and a 59-page hardcover book in this CD box. This is the third box set I've done by Whitesnake. I did the Into the Light, and then I did the little box of snakes. Going up and been trying to learn about Whitesnake, and then going up through the discography, Slide It In was next, and there happened to be a box set out for that one. So I thought, well, let's take a look at it. Okay, leading up to Slide It In and Whitesnake's history. If I make a mistake with Whitesnake's history, please correct me in the comments, because I'm trying to learn more about Whitesnakes, but I am not a specialist. I just started learning more about Whitesnakes, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, something like that. You know, they were having a lot of issues because their longtime manager, Martin Birch, he was out, and then Eddie Kramer was in and out, and Martin Birch was back, all kinds of stuff. Here's the tour book. The band lineup was changing a lot. During the promotional tour, the band underwent significant lineup changes. Founding guitarist Mickey Moody left the group after the album's recording and was replaced by John Sykes, formerly of Thin Lizzy. While bassist guitarist Colin Hodgkinson was replaced by returning Neil Murray. Lots of changes going on here. Mel Galley also left due to a nerve injury, while longtime keyboardist John Lord departed the band to rejoin the reformed Deep Purple and play in their comeback album Purple Strangers. Did I say Purple Strangers? Perfect Strangers. This was released in the same year as this album, Slide It In. Drummer Cozy Powell would also leave the band to form Emerson, Lake and Powell in 1985 after the supporting tour finished. So David Coverdale was probably going crazy. There's a nice on the DVD Blu-ray. There's a nice little interview where he talks about the multiple changes and that and why and so forth. It's pretty nice. So they were having a hard time. They were getting real big in Europe and real big in Japan, but they were having a hard time making inroads in the U.S. One thing that started to help them, MTV was released came out in 1991, and originally only aired music videos. There's a lot in the storybook, isn't there? Following the release of this album in the UK, Geffen Records, who was from the US, did not like it, and they wanted a remix of it. And they said that the European version sounded too European. David Coverdale responded by saying, well, I am European. But he said, oh, it's got to be redone. So they're going to do the remix. He says, okay, if you're going to do the remix, it was sounding flat. The first one was sounding flat, so they wanted to do it. But he made some kinds of some. He says, okay, if you're going to remix it, then I want John Sykes on it, and I want this person on it, Neil Murray, and so forth. And that he wanted people in and out of the original recording, which they finally agreed to. The Whitesnake album itself was the last Whitesnake album to picture the snake. Why? I don't know. Okay. So that was the tour book. When it was originally released, the British media press tore it down, the album, mostly for the title and not material. David was criticized for sexism quite heavily by them. Then Mel Galley broke his arm. This is just a big poster. A lot in these little CD boxes that he puts out. And then so that after that, they decided to go with one guitar for the U.S. tour. Once so well that they made a decision to stay one and let Mel go. Okay. He broke his arm. He wasn't going to come back anyway. We'll take a look at this book here after we take a look at some of the CDs. This is the hardcover book. Okay, this the first CD. Let's see. So they started to make their inroads. The U.S. tour. They went on tour with the Quiet Riot, which turned out better than the 1980 tour with Jethro Tull. They played in some big shows in '84 and '85 in Japan and Rio. Everything was looking great when Cozy Powell left for ELP. Disc 1 is the U.S. remix version, the 35th anniversary remix. That's what's on the back. Number 2 is the original UK mix with 3 bonus tracks. This number 3 was the 35th anniversary U.S. remix, 2019, previously unreleased. Disc 4 was called Monitor Mixes and Intros, September of 1983, 20 tracks. David talks about the intro of the five songs and why he wrote them. And he also talks about the difference between the European and the U.S. version, John Sykes and Neil Murray. The last 4 tracks on this one are the last Whitesnake show for John Lord in Sweden on April 16th, 1984. This is John went back to Deep Purple. Then we're going on. Still a lot of stuff in this box. And now we got disc 5, which is a live album in Glasgow, Scotland, March of 1984. 13 tracks. To me, from listening, seemed like the audience really enjoyed them. Track 7, Crying in the Rain, introducing John saying a super guitar work on that one. And track number 8, the keyboard solo was just top-notch stuff by John Lord. I might have got myself a little confused up there, but that's all right. Then number 6 was titled Early Rough Mixes, Original Demos and Obscurities, Old Demos, and Unfinished Sympathies. Well, I never have been really a big fan of listening to and learning the evolution of a song as it grew over the years, or grew through development and so forth. And so by the time it got to me, I got to this, I heard so much of it. I did listen to the whole thing. I'll be honest with you. I did listen to the whole thing, but this was not my favorite CD of the bunch. And the last thing in the box is a Blu-ray DVD. Show down the back what they got here. It's really nice to see David Coverdale and Whitesnake in action. Wasn't all that long. And at the end of it, there's some talk by David about different things. It's a nice touch. All right, because the last thing we didn't look, the only thing we haven't looked at yet is this book. Boy, there's a lot of effort been put into these this box set. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on this. Let me see what I got going here. Then a lot of reading, a lot of history about the album itself and Whitesnake. Did I read the whole thing? No, I did not read the whole thing. So this is 59 pages. So when you get towards the back, yeah, I couldn't find what I was going to show you. Oh yeah, it starts listing everything that's in here. Newspaper articles and everything. So this was a look at Whitesnake's Slide It In CD box set. I hope you enjoyed this. Please put some comments down there. Hit the like button. And if you're watching and you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Help the channel grow some more. I'd like to hear you. I am learning about Whitesnake, so anything you tell me will not offend me. It will just help me learn even more. SoCal Saber saying, take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.